Today I'm going to be setting up the seeds for the Pachypodiums. Before I begin, feel free to join my little Madagascar group, Madagascar Madness. There's a link in the description. So what I did is I took the cups and I put each individual packet in it, and then I labeled them because I'll probably mix them up if I don't. What you're going to want to do is soak the seeds for about an hour or so. So I don't have that great of water, so I just grab bottled water, but you don't have to use bottled water. And you don't need a lot of water in there, so chances are I won't need the 2 bottles. So what I was told, the best way to do this is just soak them for about an hour or 2, and then put them in soil. I did it without soaking them, and I only got 4, so we're gonna see how this goes. So let's see. I'm just gonna dump them in there. I was told that the good seeds will sink, bad seeds will float. However, as you can tell, these are all floating, but that doesn't necessarily mean they're bad. He said give it a minute or 2 and then just swirl the cup around and some should fall. So I'm just gonna set them to the side while we're doing this. I got all these set up. As you notice, none of them are actually sinking. So what I was told to do is to just break the water surface by swirling. You'll notice there's a couple of couple seeds that are sinking to the bottom. So I'm just going to give them an hour or 2 to soak, and we'll see how that goes. All right, so it's been about 2 hours. As you can tell, some of the seeds floated, and then some of them sank all completely. This one here is most floater. And this guy has none in him. So as you could see across the board, it's various too. I contacted my friend and asked about this one, which was my unknown, and he said it's going to be one of these 2. He got these himself off of his plant, and he just can't remember exactly which one it came off of. Now these 2 have one in common. This one right here. So I'm going to mix them together in one pot. So I have these 2 large ones, which I'm going to put that mixture of seeds in, this one. And then I have 5 of these smaller guys here. So what we're going to do is I made little labels because my fiance is a little prankster, and he would probably move the labels around on me and I'll never remember which one's which. So, and then I've got this here, just the Miracle Grow. It's not the ideal for these guys. However, I did use just regular potting soil when I did my first seeds, and the one I have left is doing pretty well. What I might do is add a couple. Actually, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to try this solo. Make sure I get the labels on, because this part's very important, especially if you're doing more than one species. This one's going to be the one that's a mixture. So do that. And I'm just going to stick it on the edge here. Like I said, I'm gonna put one of these on here because I got a little prankster in the house and he likes to do that. My thinking behind using this is, for a while, the seedlings are gonna need to stay moist. So if this doesn't go completely dry, that'll be good. Because I am going to have to mist them fairly often. So this doesn't seem too bad. So now what I did is, to get the water out, is I got the little cup with a coffee filter on top. And I'm just going to carefully put these guys in. I'm going to do this one first. And since I didn't get a really accurate seed count, I'm just going to count them. Okay. Now I'm going to remove this. It looks like one guy is actually starting to sprout. Oh, I'm going to kind of sprinkle them all over. And these guys seem to be pretty quick to germinate. My last seeds, they started germinating within about 3 to 4 days. And these look like they might not be too far behind them. I know some of them are fairly close to the other. I'm not terribly worried about that. I saw one guy got back in here. One guy popped out of there. Put this over again. And then this is the other one that has one in common. So I can do the same thing. Now if there's a little water in there, that's fine, because I'm going to spray them, mist them all before I put them in their final spot anyway. Now, I'm sure you're wondering why I don't just dump them in that way, like just take the cup and just dump them in that general way. It's because I do want to get some sort of space. And you want to get all the little stragglers. This guy's in here. Okay. I'm not going to show every individual one how I'm doing it. I just want this one as an example. So what I'm going to show you is what I do next. Is I'm just going to fill up a spray bottle. Again, I'm using bottled water because our tap water here is not that great. So I want to try to give them the best start as possible. You just want to mist. And then with my other seeds, I just put a very fine layer of dirt on top of them, and that seemed to work as well. You could also probably just dump a lot of water on it just to soak it completely through, and then I suggest just misting them after that. So this is the first one, and I'll continue on with these until I'm at the end. Okay, this is my 2 Madagascar palm ones, the true Madagascar palms, the Pachypodium and the Pachypodium Mary. I did put them in the same one because they are fairly similar. So this side is one, and this is the other one. Put a little divider in the middle, and they are properly labeled. Figured I'd note that real quick. All right, now this is the final product here. You can see all of them have been watered thoroughly. That one's a little spotty, but that's okay. I got my little Liam Neeson guy. So what I'll be doing now is periodically, or about every day, just gonna take this spray bottle and you're just gonna gently mist them on top. You don't need to thoroughly get them wet. I just get them wet initially to kind of almost simulate kind of the spring for them. At least that's what I think. So anyway, if you'd like to follow along with their progress, please join my group, Madagascar Madness. We're on Facebook. I do have a page on Facebook as well, and an Instagram account. All of them labeled Madagascar Madness. Hopefully you found this helpful. Thanks.